A tribute I wrote for Danny Ginn, and when he came to Oxford near 30 years ago, and as a pastor of the Christian church. A three-letter word, Dan, but I think of the man and how he strives to fulfill. His humor in all ways has good and bad days, but more than most, he does seek God's will. One of the Ginns that I know, Dad Gary also, grows cattle as a pillar of the county. His grandma's family, also known to me, Harris girls, were full of God's bounty. I didn't know teenager Dan, but he had a big fan, a cute gal that daily drove him wild. He flirted in style, couldn't resist her smile, and then he married this one foster child. Now, Foster was her name. Today she has her claim for running faster than any other Blue Jay. So catching Danny was not a trick for this pretty gal so quick, and together they have a lot to say. Not just words and deeds, but fulfilling others' needs. And the daughters they raised are both great. Education, their thing too, like their parents did and do, and they help others to understand and relate. As a fisher of men with fish we begin, for Danny's passion is to toss out a line. A mountain, stream, or lake, each opportunity to take lots of aspects of fishing and divine. He can fix or play guitar, drive a tractor, boat, or car. He sings or writes songs with the best. He counsels, doesn't judge, likes pastries and fudge, and holds himself accountable with the rest. It is meticulous and neat to know Dan is a treat. He shares his home and his skills with his friends. At first one might surmise that he's too holy and wise, but in time you'll learn he too bends. Not the scripture, not the word, but like a high-flying bird, he allows the winds to guide him to his prey. He saves souls and teaches the Great Commission, says each. In word and deed, he practices it every day. Through brokenness he guides and the Spirit abides, because with Danny we expect so much. He's not holier than we, but abides daily with thee, and Pastor Danny draws us all closer to God's touch. He can't fix a broken heart, but in words wisdom does part, and assess the limits of our praises. It's God, Christ the Spirit, we encourage to see and taste and hear it, not once a week, but each minute and hour. I, like many of you, have observed a different view than just a man that stands up Sunday morning. He's married 3 of my daughters, fished with me on clear waters, and attended auctions with his winds adorning. As a youth, did some roping like every cowboy, hoping he could ride a bull or wrestle a steer. He raised hogs, did some farming, but economy brought warning. Perhaps God's plan was to accentuate love and not fear. Our kids shared some classes, and our friendship amasses an acquaintance that has tasted all emotion, ministered me through divorce, approved me to teach a course. His wisdom is like fish in an ocean. He is an example worth looking, does some cultural cooking, and far and wide his reputation is held high. In school he was wise, different than most guys. In all things he gave a good try. Now his transcript, like most, he doesn't boast. Most often he got an A, B, or a C. But oxymoron or fact, there was that one special act. He's most proud of that day that he got a D. He sang a song that I wrote, supplied that special note, and though I've been wayward, he's support I've equally had. He raises the bar wherever you are, and the counsel with Danny is a good thing, not bad. Today we salute in the simple tribute. If we could, we'd clone Danny, a twin. He's a man of God, one of us, has us on the right bus. Thanks from the Oxford community, Danny Ginn.